I am on a quest to sew mushroom-themed costumes, and the next thing to sew are the boys' pants. After removing the standard amount of human waste from my car, I grabbed my son's Jackson Pollock shorts to make a pattern. I am tracing from the top here down to that little pointed end and adding a seam allowance. That's the extra part where the sewing machine will go. This is really just a basic set of pants, but I'm not adding gussets!
You are wanted immediately. We are all in uproar.
Gussets are a historical costuming technique. Well, I guess I say costuming as if they weren't just. It looked like they were dressing up in costumes every day, but for them it was probably normal. I bet graphic tees would just be what cosplayers in the Renaissance would choose to wear. Anyway, so you cut out the pieces and you add gussets to give them added strength. And what? Why aren't these laying just lay flat? It's cool. These are actually pants pieces and you sew them together. It is ridiculously simple and they'll look great. Also, in the style of Calvin and Hobbes, I have decided to build character by moving large amounts of mulch using only my vehicular device and a tarp, which is fine. This is our community mulch pile, which is fabulous, and I am taking it to cover portions of my yard. But that does mean that I need to individually scoop each load of mulch. I can fit about anywhere between 2 to 5 loads of wheelbarrow in the back of my van. So we're just gonna do it till we can't anymore. Yay! So much mulch!
Nothing like a little bit of work out in the sunshine. This mulch pile is probably going to cover maybe 2 feet. Go team! If I were a worm, I would think mulch was the best thing ever. I mean, look at this. Look at how lovely this is. Nom 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 nom. Delicious.
Anyway, this is the kind of activity that my children need good strong pants for. Shoveling in and out all day long. All day. It took like 15 minutes, guys, let's be honest. And they thought it was pretty cool getting to use the shovel. It is really difficult to use a shovel with little short arms, and they did a great job, actually. They were very enthusiastic. You know who else has short arms and a lot of enthusiasm? Godzilla. So let's talk Godzilla just for a second because Gojira -1 was incredible. It was so good. I actually did not get it and watch it for myself because I was so scared that they were going to butcher it. To be completely honest, I couldn't stand another modern movie that just was sad and not awesome. And I watched Gojira -1 over a guy's shoulder on the airplane, and he tilted his phone screen. He saw me watching and tilted his phone screen so I could watch too. And he had subtitles on, so I just read it. And it was so good. I cried in an airplane without audio watching a kaiju movie because it was wow. I wish I was more articulate when it came to explaining words, but it took all of the elements of the trauma of the 1954 and the menace and possible fallout of nuclear warfare and wove in themes of hope and redemption and awesomeness and accountability, actually, that I was not expecting. And it was so amazing. It was really great. It was a fabulous thing to watch over a dude's shoulder. Speaking of kaiju, we found this little guy while we were scooping mulch. Isn't he adorable? He's some type of frog. How do you tell the difference between a frog and a toad? This guy reminds me of Froggy went a courtin' and he did ride. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. He said, Miss Mousie, will you marry me? Because he couldn't tell a mouse from a tree. Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
There's another load. Yay!
After all that hard work, it was time for us to head ourselves home to the ranch and get some dinner on, which we used some white goose foot in the recipe. This is white goose foot that I Googled because my husband told me it was edible and I believed him. It appears to be. I mean, I have no reason to think it wouldn't be. And this is what it looks like growing in our garden. Question mark. It's a plant and you can eat it and not die because we ate it and we're not dead. Ta-chow! Modus ponens for the win. Anyway, this apparently is an herb that people used to use all of the time in cooking and in hiding places, like my children, who I sent into the backyard to pick some so I could put it in whatever recipe I was making.
This is lamb's quarter or goose foot. Yeah. You tell them the rest. It's a weed. Weed? It's a weed.
And the local botanist decided to have a snack on the back porch while I was prepping food. This is what they're eating, P.S. Yay, protein balls! They're like cookies, but not cooked. Oh, also, this is the dinner that I made. This is the rice and pork, I think, stir fry with lamb's quarter. I don't know if you can hear, but this is what happens when there's a tornado 3 hours away. It was actually an EF3 tornado that hit St. Louis, and this was a monster huge storm. There was so much lightning, so much thunder, and of course we went outside to watch it under our porch. I was not standing under a tree, okay? One natural disaster followed the next, and before I got back to sewing, I tackled the laundry pile. Oh, it's a turtle. Oh.
He's done it dozens of times. Well, I guess that means we should do it again.
If you're looking for a really great tutorial, PS, on how to sew Ren Faire pants, actually, this historical video from Maris Armory was absolutely fabulous. I've sewed it for my husband before, and guess what he chased out of the grass? Dun-dun. A turtle! Look at his little shell! He's so cute! He did actually come out, and I was honored eventually. Meaning, he came out eventually, not that I was honored eventually. Fine, whatever. Back to sewing, by which I mean watching season 9 of Great British Menu, possibly one of the finest shows ever to grace the BBC. Here for the veterans, and also to look up tutorials on how to appropriately sew these pants. This is the one that I actually ended up following. PS, if you are wondering how I put these curtain pants together, and here they are in action! Yay! I did end up sewing 3 little pairs of pants, 2 from curtains and 1 from a pillowcase. Take your guess, which one is which. A mushroom prince in possession of curtain pants must be in want of a pouch. And so I sewed them little pouches to put gems and whatnot in when common humans answered their riddles. I sewed around the outside rim, ta-da, to make a U, not that side. Don't sew that because then you'll just have like a closed thing. And now I shall serenade you with the traditional pouch making song. Look at this pouch, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say my collection's complete? Wouldn't you say I'm a girl who sews everything? By which I mean 4, actually, if you can't tell, because 1, 2, 3, 4, yay! And I didn't actually end up using these pouches. I used ones made of gold fabric instead because they matched. Oh, look! They matched the tops of the mushroom hats that I had made. But these are the pants and pouches in action, and they turned out really well. And the boys wore them with great aplomb, with great ceremony, and sat in dirt, and they survived for the most part. So go team. But after all of that, my baking didn't turn out.
That's it then. Cancel the kitchen scraps for lepers and orphans. No more merciful beheadings. And call off Christmas.
In the spirit of Godzilla, these are monster cookies, and in the spirit of Godzilla, they flattened. I mean, Tokyo, as it were. That's the link I was going for. Anyway, this looks like Tokyo after Godzilla has been through it. These keep coming out gooey. I don't know. I have seen and eaten monster cookies at other events. I know that they can be full-on fledged cookies, and these ones are just sad and gooey. The recipe said specifically not to underbake them. I don't know if that's the problem. I've tried several different methods and they keep coming out like this. So now, when life gives you lemons, you make cookie in a cup. because it tastes fine and it's cooked all the way through. It's just ridiculously gooey. Some are born great and some scoop greatness into a teacup. Anyway, if you have any tips for monster cookies or thoughts on Gojira -1, I would love to hear them. The Renaissance Fair is but days away. We are taking yet another break to unlock some more of the sages and enjoy some time just hanging out as a family. Also, if you could cosplay as anyone in Tears of the Kingdom, who would you cosplay as? Asking for a friend. Thanks, bye.